We are live in Orlando at Podfest. It's so exciting to be here. My first event in over 2 years since before the pandemic, and it's a great event here in Orlando, Florida. There's a couple of different major divisions within this event, although everybody's attending together and having a good time together. There's the podcast side, and there's the video side. So there's Podfest is on the podcast side, and then there is Vidfest, which is focused more on YouTube and live streaming, and tomorrow they're going to have an Amazon Live event, which should be terrific all day on Amazon Live. Coach Jenny's here. Hey, Coach Jenny, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And I actually, although I'm speaking at Vidfest, I launched a podcast today, and it's called Recordings. And it's the audio recordings of 270 live streams. I launched with 270 episodes. And it's not just going to be a historical podcast, although I am going to continue going through the archives and taking each of the shows that I did as video shows, live stream shows, and uploaded video, and making an audio podcast out of it, but also the new content that I create, some of which will be audio only and some will be video, will go into this feed. So if you subscribe, you'll get the new stuff at the top of the feed, and I'm backdating the older stuff, so it will go into the feed, reverse chronologically, so you won't get an interview from 2017 right next to something I did today. So if you have any interest in the historical stuff, I think this will be a good resource, but it's also going to be a living, breathing podcast, and I can't wait to continue adding content to it, whether it's from live stream shows or directly just doing podcast audio, maybe even a little bit of audio vlogging or blogging. I guess you call it, what do you call an audio blog? Is there a name for it? Some people maybe call it a podcast, pod blog, I don't know. But I'm thinking that with the need to create a lot of content quickly, because of so many different demands on people now, so many different platforms, I think there's a place for not just live audio, social audio, but recorded audio that's sort of near-time audio. Much like Stories is grabbing your phone and recording a video, I think this is going to be not just long-form shows, but it's going to be cases where I just grab a microphone and record something that comes to mind. Like today I did the trailer for the podcast, audio only, and I recorded it in the airport with the announcements and the ambient noise and stuff. And I'm here at Podfest in Orlando, and I'm in the expo. Vendors set up all around. There's some food. People are walking around. But hopefully this is cutting through the noise, and you get a little bit of a sense of what I'm up to and what I'm thinking about what's going on. And hopefully I can also help bring some events to people. I will certainly be doing live streams where I walk around the events and I show what's going on. And if you'd like that, I could do that right now, in fact. The only problem is I have my bag with my gear here, and I'm a little bit leery about that, but let me see if I can pick that up, and we will take a little walk. I got to show you guys what is going on here at Podfest and Vidfest. So just hang with me for a second, folks, as we take a trip. Coach Jenny says, sounds good. What's your favorite part? Favorite part of the conference? Well, I just got here actually today. So my favorite part is right now talking with everybody. Just the last hour or two, I've been running into all sorts of people that I know, people that I respect. I've run into probably 10 or 15 people who are actually in the book, which is amazing, the 100 Predictions book. So it's kind of fun. And we got somebody else here doing video, if you go around. So you can kind of see, it's late in the day here, but the expo is open. You have people walking around and talking to vendors, some people doing some video. And then tomorrow on the video side, it's all about Amazon Live and Amazon Video, and there'll also be tons of podcast sessions as well. So now that video shoot is over, let's walk around here and I can give you a little sense of what's going on. If you look over my shoulder, you can see some of the different tables and booths. Pod in a Box. That sounds kind of cool. Podcast Parties is the one behind me over here. You see Podcast Parties, and then you have Boomcaster. Let's see. As we walk along here, there's Michael Helms. And what else do we have? We have Note Tracks. Communicate edits with your podcast team easily. I guess that's for collaboration. Note Tracks. Rush 49 Build Community Hype. It says scan me. We won't scan right now, but so a lot of different things that podcasters and video creators can use in the content process. C-Suite Radio. This looks pretty cool. I'm going to flip the video around. And now we can look at things at the same time together. So, C-Suite Radio says, turning up the volume on business. And that is what is advertised here. Let's see if we can find out any more information about it. C-Suite TV. Watch where business happens. Very interesting. C-Suite Network, C-Suite Network Publishing. And so we're sort of at the edge of the Inside Expo. There's also booths set up out in the hall this year, which is a little bit different than it's been in the past. There's Pod Machine, the simplest way to grow and edit your podcast. We have a Thought Leader Station. I landed my TEDx talk and it already has 100,000 views. So I believe there was a talk today actually about how to land TEDx talks. This spot is called The Cube. Discover the best BIPOC and QTPOC podcasts inside The Cube. And then we have Streamline podcasts. Podcasters powered by Streamline. This company was started by podcasters for podcasters. We have helped some of the biggest players in the industry produce their podcast on an ongoing basis. Their success is important to us. Not sure exactly what they do, but I guess they do some editing, huh? It says thousands of episodes edited. Hi.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but because I want to know, how do you connect your phone with your headphones? And I see that you have a Rode. Okay, is that like a...
So yeah, what this is, I'll turn this around. We can show everybody. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Yolanda Fabian, and I work for coesradio.com in Miami, but I am the face of Coes Radio in New York. But I just stopped by because I want to ask him, because I'm doing the same thing that he does, but for my radio station. But I wanted to know the technical equipment that he's using, so I can do the same thing.
Okay. So what's plugged into my mic here, if you can see.
Okay.
I'll show everybody. It's called the Rode IXLR.
Okay.
And so it's an XLR adapter that runs into the phone.
Okay.
And this way you don't have to connect your XLR cables to an interface and then run those in.
Wow.
It cuts down on the number of wires that you have, and it sounds really good. You have to use the Rode Reporter app with it.
Okay.
But it's very good.
So then, from the app reporter, then you can broadcast to social platforms like Facebook.
Absolutely.
And that is amazing. Well, if you are not here, you better come to Podfest Expo, because even though we are learning there's many tracks of information that you should come and see, and you will learn. If you have a mindset to learn, you are going to learn a lot. And right now, I just learned that from this gentleman. So thank you so much. And don't forget, visit their website, podfestexpo.com, and go ahead and come, because you still have until Sunday to come to Podfest.
Yeah, I'm not speaking till Saturday, so.
Okay, but the event is until Saturday. Until Sunday. I'll be out also on Saturday. But
are you mostly on the podcast or the Vidfest side?
Yes, I do. I do 2 podcasts. Mm-hmm. They're both in Spanish, and thanks to Podfest, I won one of the VIP tickets. So I'm here. Thanks to these Zoom meetings that I met with them at the Vidfest.
Tell everybody the name of your podcast.
Okay. They say, good question, Yolanda. We're gonna. Yeah, definitely. So I have 2 podcasts. One is based on my show called Al Ritmo de Tu Música con Yolanda Fabián. The next one is called Hoy Te Lo Cuento. But if you want to get to know about me, go visit www.yolandafabianradio.live, and then you will see all my podcasts and all the connections on social media, everything.
Yolanda Fabian.
Radio.live. Yes.
All right. We'll catch up during the conference.
Definitely.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Come and join, guys. You're going to learn a lot.
All right. Sounds good. Nice to meet you. All right. So let's go down. Glenn the Geek is here from the Horse Radio Network. Good to see Glenn. Longtime podcaster. He does a lot with Podfest, actually. I believe he hosts the official podcast of Podfest. So let's continue down this way. I'm going to flip around again so we can all be looking at the same thing. Here's Shure, a company that we love. I use the Shure SM7B in my studio, which is a great microphone. And you see the Shure. They're little video mics, and they also have a new USB mic that is a XLR and USB that's sort of like the SM7B, not exactly, but it's really high quality for a USB mic. Hey, Melody, great to see you. Look at everybody's here. Melody's here. Yeah. You going to Amazon tomorrow? Are you speaking? Come on over. All right. Look, it's the great Melody Johnson who's speaking tomorrow at Vidfest about Amazon Live.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about all of the ways that you can start successfully, and then we're also going to tell you how to build a community. This is going to be top-notch, hot tips. I'm telling you, you got to come.
What time are you on?
I'll be on at 9 o'clock. I think it is 9 or 10 o'clock. I got to double check.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be there at 9 just in case it's 9.
Okay, just in case. It's been a long day. We've been here since 8. But yeah, so you got to make sure you're tuning in. Also, you got to make sure you're checking out the brands that are here. They're just amazing, and they all want to help the creators.
Especially this brand.
That's right. I was looking, and I said, you know what? I didn't know Ross had some books out, so you guys make sure that you get some of these books that the creators that we work with on, and you've got to get these books, because let me tell you, they got some amazing tips to help you to grow as a creator.
I need a longer arm or a longer tripod. I started at the table. I'm like, you guys really want to see what's going on.
I see you, and I was like, I wonder what he's doing back there. Yeah, I was like, maybe he's having a little conference call.
Actually, I ordered this mic flag. Last time I did one myself, and, it was all right. So I just wanted to see what it looked like. Okay. And then I said, you know what? Well, I got it out. Let's go live.
Yeah. I mean, I was like very impressed with his whole setup. You guys should see it. He's got his mic here. He's got everything connected, and he's walking around. And I'm like, I got to say something and say hi.
Well, Coach Jenny's watching. She's been a contributor to the predictions since 2015.
Oh, wow.
For 7 years, and in both books. And you may get an invite next year.
Okay, I would love to come. It would be an honor. Seriously.
All right, I will see you talk tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. See you guys later.
Thanks. Okay, so we're going to switch back around again, and here is something called On Air Brands. And I actually spoke, not really a speaker. What they had an event, and what they did was they paired podcasters up with business leaders who were looking to take advantage of podcasting. And it was really interesting. I ended up doing 3 interviews. Say hello to the great folks at Libsyn, one of the top podcast hosting companies, maybe the most popular one around. There's Chris Kern and Michael Helms talking audio, of course. But on-air brands. So the event was called PodMax, and basically it gave people who were in business a chance to record podcasts with a professional host who would then produce the episode, and they would have some content out there. It was a really cool experience. I interviewed 3 different entrepreneurs over the course of the day and ended up with 3 different episodes from it, which was really nice. So let me show you what's going on outside. We've kind of been through the inside already, and there's actually an author event going on in just a little bit, which I'm going to go to. But first I'm going to show you guys what's going on outside, because it's pretty cool. Usually everybody's in the expo booth, but this year they've got booths set up outside. You can see some of the brands that are out. Not going to stop and describe everyone, but let's just take a look here at some of what's going on out here. There's Glenn the Geek again.
What are we talking about? What are we talking?
We host the official podcast of Podfest.
We host the Podfest.
So how long have you been doing that?
Just about 6 months.
Wow, how's it going?
Good. We love doing it. Jemmy and I, we love working together. So
yeah. So I want to ask you something. Glenn is from the Horse Radio Network.
Yep.
What's it like running a podcast network?
Busy, 100 hours a week. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
How many of the podcasts do you or people directly with the network do, and then how many do you import from other folks that you run on your...
We have 21 shows, and we do about half of them, and then the other half are produced by other people, and they put them on the network. I host Horses in the Morning, which we're proud to say now is the longest running independent daily podcast in the world.
Wow.
We're 12 years and 3,000 episodes.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. That's a fun show to do. It's like Good Morning America for the horse people. And my co-host is wonderful. I have the same co-host for 3,000 episodes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And so you have 21 shows?
Yeah.
And so about half of them come from outside the network. And you don't have to answer this, but if you want to, I think people would be curious. What kind of arrangement does a network make with podcasters who aren't in-house?
So if we don't do the production, there are some that we do the production and then we charge them for the production. The ones that they do themselves and send to us and we put on the network, we do an advertising split with them. Mm-hmm. So if they sell the advertising, it's one split. If we sell the advertising, it's another. So it's strictly advertising split.
Oh, sounds good. And you have to have something to do with horses.
Yeah, we'd prefer that. Yeah, at least has to be a horse talked about. Yeah.
Now, there's also a dog radio network
yes,
that I learned about.
Him. Yeah, I know him well. Yeah, he does it kind of our same model, actually. Yeah, he's out of Hawaii.
Yeah. Well, it's great to see you.
Network.
It's great to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
We'll catch
again.
up as the day goes on. Good. That's Glenn the Geek from the Horse Radio Network. And then here is our good friends at Heil. Michelle Miller-Levitt, of course, is one of the stars of Heil. She's been in 100 Predictions. BSW's an audio supply company. They sell quite an impressive display here of microphones. Like, if you want to test which microphone is best for your voice, you could just go down the line here and test them all out. Tascam, I guess, is one of the companies that they're showing off. I think audio interfaces or mixers from Tascam. Maybe it's a competitor to the Rodecaster Pro. And see what else is going on. Leadership books, leadership books, more author, speaker, thought leader, leadershipbooks.com, Vegas, Nevada. And here, and then something going on over here.
Should be really, really short. We want your reel to be 15, 20 seconds.
Here's another booth. I guess there's a lot of interest in authors and books, because here's another one from the Self-Publishing School. And I actually have one of their books that I picked up at this conference a few years ago, published, The Proven Path from Blank Page to 10,000 Copies Sold. Not sure that was the one, but yeah, they're very visible at these conferences. And this is Focusrite. There he is, the star of the show, Mr. Dan Hughley. He's been in the books the last couple of years. So that's kind of an overview of the expo and the hall area. Nothing going on in the rooms right now, and just seeing somebody go by who does an HR podcast called HR After Dark, which was fun learning about earlier today. So anyway, that is the lay of the land. I'm going to get over to that author event. I hope everybody's enjoyed this tour. I'm Ross Brand from Livestream Universe, and we'll talk to you again from Podfest in Orlando. Take care, everybody.